Okay, what do we got this time? We got a desert port, we got a temple, we've got cannibalistic slaves. Yes, it's astonishing swordsman. Stick around. Hi, folks. Old Man Grognard here, and today we are going to be reviewing this, the Anthrpophagi of Xamballa. Probably the hardest name for me to pronounce for an adventure. An adventure by Northwind Adventures for Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea. And if you want to know what it looks like on the inside, take a look. All right, there you have it, the Anthrophagi of Xamballa. It's up to the usual high standards of Northwind's Adventures, and they give you a little extra this time because it's actually got a fold out, and it's got a few extra maps in here. And here's the bookmark that everyone gets when they buy their products. And it's just a beautiful product. It's got really nice maps, the usual two-column layout with a few sub-maps in there, depending on what you're dealing with. It's got a bazaar, a couple. Well, I'll tell you about it in a minute. But beautiful, beautiful drawings and other things. It's all black and white. This is the kind of thing, and everything is laid out well so you can find it. And it's really worth the money, I think. Got some new monsters in there and everything too. A few handouts, as you see. Here's the map of the city and in more stuff. So, and that's what you get. I'll try it again. The Anthrophagi of Xamballa. Take it away, Glenn. Okay, that is it. It is a 60-page adventure published in 2018 by Corey R. Walden. Now, this is for 4 to 6 characters, level 1 to 3. Okay, and let me tell you, it's a hard level 1 to 3. I mean, I'm not saying it's Tome of Horrors, but, you know, they're really going to get a workout on this one. Takes place at this place called Xamballa, which is it's a port town, but it's also on the edge of a desert. And it's very much, it feels very Arabian-y, Arabian Nights type of feeling to it. Kind of like the first Conan movie when he goes into that town, that bazaar, the merchants and all that. That's what it feels like. And it has a caste system there, which means they have slaves. Now, the slaves are interesting because I don't know where they came from. I mean, I know where they came from, but I don't know how they got here. And they are from their ancestors are like from up north, Eskimo. And they have recently converted to Cthulhu, here spelled with a K. And they turned cannibalistic. And because of this worship, the high priests of Cthulhu, they convinced them to be cannibalistic, which means that everybody in the town, you have to come in at night. They ring a bell, you come in at night. Otherwise, you get stuck outside or somewhere where they can catch you. They will either kill you and eat you on the spot, or they will drag you away to a temple to sacrifice you to Cthulhu. Now, here's the thing. I don't really want to give any spoilers away, but it has to do with this one place called, where is it? It's the Warlord's Palace. It used to be a Warlord's Palace. It used to be a warlord, but he was long gone and stuff. And these worshippers, these priests of Cthulhu took it over. But they're not what they seem to be. In fact, they're kind of duping the slave population into doing their bidding. So it gets a little involved, but this place is dangerous. There's 3 levels of this thing, and I was taken aback by the stuff they have here. They have these zombies in there called, what do they call them? Gloom Eater zombies, and these guys are, yes, they can paralyze you Yes, they can. What they do is they take strength away when they attack. You have to make a save or they take strength. And if your strength goes to 0, you become one of them. Yes. And they have some interesting magic items in here, some interesting places. Look at that, beautiful. And it's also like the third level here goes into the Underborea, which means if you go down too far, remember Hyperborea is it's a disc world. It's flat, and it just goes off the edge. If you go down too far, you fall into a hole, and you fall into the void, and that's it. Basically, you're falling into space. So you've got to be careful. The Underborea thing is kind of like, this is for something for the DM or the GM to develop. If they go down too far, they give you a few things, and it's got a cosmic mirror in there where you can look into other dimensions and see the future. And I think there's creatures in here that come from another dimension. There's this lady called the Toad Matron, which is basically, she's a witch, and she is a toad type person, and she has toads worshiping her, and she can charm you. She can polymorph into whatever figure they want, human, whatever. And so that's kind of dangerous. And they have dwarves. But they're not the dwarves you think they are. They are pretty much mean, and they've been fighting with the Toad Matron. And they make these, what they call maggots, out of people. And they are to feed their god and all this other. So it isn't your normal dwarf. But if you want something that's really exciting, full of all kinds of high-stakes stuff, right here. This is a great start to a campaign. And Xamballa makes a pretty good city to, have a base in. Because even though it's kind of a hive of scum and villainy and all that, still, it's fun to be in. And it's great to, like I said, establish your base for the player characters. Anyway, okay, you can find this at the Northwind Adventures website for the print copy. The print copy is about $24. If you want the PDF, Drive Through RPG, $10. And it's a nice little thing. It was kickstarted with another one a while ago, which I'm going to review in the future. And it's really worth the money, I think. I'm going to be using this. I'm going to be using this to start off another campaign. And yeah, it's going to be sink or swim. I'm going to tell them to make like 2 characters or 3 characters at a clip, just in case. So I recommend this. Go out and get it. Anthrpophagi of Xamballa. And until I see you folks next time, bye-bye.